This is just a updated tutorial on what I do for stage makeup normally. Very well, as natural as you go on stage, because the point of stage makeup is so they can see your face. But yeah, I don't know where to look, whether I should look at the camera or the mirror. Anyway, I'm just gonna go straight into it. I've done my skincare, left it for a bit so it's sinking, because otherwise I find the makeup doesn't go on easily. What I usually do is I'll do like moisturiser and lip balm, and then I'll do my hair so it's got time to sink in a little bit. Anyway, I am then I'm going to start with just primer. I just put it on my finger, and this is kind of running out. And just put it on my face. I can't really see what I'm doing, I'm so far away from the mirror. Then yeah, I just rub it all in. I try to get down my neck as well a bit. Okay, there we go. And then I do foundation. I'll be linking everything that I've got in the description below in case that's helpful to anyone. I use probably need to get a new beauty blender at some point, but it'll do for now. So I just do 2 squidges, put it on the parts of my face that need covering now, and then I just blend it out. I cannot see what I'm doing, I need to come close to the mirror. Oh, just drop the camera down. I try and blend this down my neck as well. I like to get right up to my hairline as well. Now, obviously I wouldn't usually be using this big mirror, but I've just had a bright idea. I'll use the one that I use for when I'm doing stage makeup, side stage. Ah, why can't I open it? There we go. It's just, usually it has lights that turn on. The battery's dead. It's a bit dirty. I then go in with concealer. Now, I haven't actually used this yet, so it matched when I was in the store and when I went outside, but am I kind of still a bit iffy? Definitely. So I just put a little bit under the eye bag, just a little bit, not too much. Then we're just going to blob a little bit on parts I want concealed. This feels incredibly wrong. Was it my... There it is. I'm just going to blend this out and hope. Yep, we're doing this. There we go. I approve of it. Okay, so now I'm just going to put powder on the parts of my face that get particularly sweaty. So I only put a very little bit. So for me that's under the eye and out, and just a really small bit on my lip. But otherwise I tend to avoid putting too much on, especially avoid the nose, because for me that's really dry. I also put a little bit on the lips because it helps my lipstick set better. Then I move on to contour. Now, do I really know what I'm doing with this? No. I just kind of go for it. So I go for my jawline. And just a little bit. Yeah, but I don't do much. And then I do my hairline. And then lightly with what's left off on the brush, I just do the sides of my nose and under my lip. But I don't put too much on my nose or under lip. I just kind of focus it on mostly on the sides of my face, because that's where I need definement. If that, no. I say this like I know what I'm on about. I don't really. I have no clue. I go in with just a little bit of blush. And I kind of slope it down to my cheek. Now, I'm really bad. I sometimes put way too much blush on, but for stage that doesn't matter, because the point of it is people are meant to see your face. Then, just to whatever's left. I usually just put a little bit on my nose. Now I go in with highlighter. I feel like I've just put way too much on my brush. And do higher part of my cheek. Okay, this one's not as strong as my other highlighter, it's fine. I think I prefer my other highlighter. So I just do my cheeks there, and then with whatever's left on the brush, I go down the middle of my nose and on the tip, and then I'll do a little bit on my forehead, and then down there and on my chin, but that's just with like remnants. That's the base done. I then move on to, oh wait, eyebrows. There we go. Now, I don't really fill my eyebrows in or anything. If you want, you can draw them in, but I recommend they look natural. But yeah, I just simply go in with gel. And make sure they stay where I want them. There we go. So for me, that's eyebrows done. And then I do lips. So I start by outlining. I've had this since I was 9. I feel so old. And then I just outline. Time for the weird faces. The weird faces now begin. Now, I've done that. I go in with red lipstick. People tend to complain about using red lipstick. I just say find a bright red that suits your skin tone and then you look fine. I mean, that's what I did. And then I'm fine with it. So I just go in. And there we go. And then last off, I finish with a gloss. Usually I don't put this on until I actually go on stage. Because I'm scared of getting it everywhere. But yeah. Okay, so lips are done, and then we go on to eyes, which is where I tend to start going. Can't speak. But most people do mascara last. I do it now before I start the eye makeup because then I can correct my mistakes before I move on. Yeah. I just realised I'm pulling really weird faces for this. I can't pull a normal face for this at all. That was going so well. But this is what I mean. This is why I do it now. Now, I always carry Q-tips. Yeah, I just do that. And go and fix my mistake. And then I'll just go in and fix my mistake by blending whatever is left, because that usually fixes it, and it has. There we go. Fix my mistake. So, my camera cut me off halfway through just as I just noticed halfway through doing my eye shadow. So, I'm going to explain what I did. So, I use dark brown, slightly shimmery, but doesn't need to be. And I drew along my crease. I don't know if you could see it here, but there's a dark line. It doesn't have to be perfect. Then what I did was I went in with a light shimmery, like beigey brownish, and did my lid, which you can see on this side. And then I'll show you what I've just done, because I've got one eye left. I'm so annoyed. But what I then did is I come over here, and I go from the corner of my eye, draw just above my crease and down. Now this slightly blends out that wonky line, but you can still see a defined crease. that's what I was saying. So now it's not as messy. And then what I do is I like to do my outer corner in the lighter colour. And I drag it slightly down my outer lid, but not much. Just a little bit, because it opens my eyes up. And then I also do my inner corner like that, so slightly underneath. And then that opens my eye up. So this side, it's gone slightly under the lash. So I'd say like a quarter, slightly less than a quarter in, and then this, it doesn't touch the lashes. So that's all I do for eyeshadow. Now the last step is eyeliner, and this is where I ruin the entire thing. So I don't do much with it because, as I've pointed out, I am terrible. So I just go up a little bit and try to get a end. I just do a very small wing, like so, and then I try to join it into my lash line, but I don't try too hard because I'm scared to ruin the rest of it. So I just do a small wing like that because I'm not good at eyeliner, but it's meant to be one small wing anyway. And I try to do it slightly up because it opens my eyes up more. And then here I go in on my left, where this might go terribly wrong. Oh, might be okay. Just fill it in. Okay. So that one has drooped a little bit. And I try and go up because, as you can see, it opens my eye up more. But I'd live with that, if that makes sense. Anyway, so we're going to ignore that. Could have been worse. So that's it. That's how I do my makeup for stages. Hope this was helpful if you're going on stage for the first time. Yeah. Please like, subscribe, and leave any comments of anything you'd like me to do in future, if you have any questions or anything. And I'll leave everything that I can find detailed in the description. Do we have a delivery? Excuse me. Right, goodbye.